Member Chesterfield Rockview, followed by Upton Southwest.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Residents and visitors in my constituency are raising serious concerns about the state of the Highway 566 and QE2 interchange in Balzac. Development in that area has skyrocketed, and most people use this interchange to access the Cross Iron Mills Mega Mall. Alberta Transportation recognized the need to widen that overpass and placed it on the 3-year capital plan in 2011. But then they took it off, Mr. Speaker. To the Transportation Minister, I know that priorities change. We understand that. But, Minister, the traffic concerns here are getting worse, not better. Why did you take it off the list?
Honourable Minister of Transportation.
Well, Mr. Speaker, as I've said before, if people have specific questions about specific intersections or boat launches or kilometres of road, it would do them better to send me the information ahead of time, and I'll work with their constituents to find it, Mr. Speaker. Politicizing a thing in the House isn't the way to get something done. Mr. Speaker, we have a list of road projects. We set priorities, and if this one was bumped off the list, obviously it doesn't meet the priorities stacked up against the rest of the requests in the province.
First supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, again, the former minister was made aware of the file. He ought to be aware of it, too. Given that there have been 2 engineering studies done on this overpass, one stating, with the development in Balzac and area, the overpass won't handle existing traffic, much less traffic increases. And given that was back in 2009, and traffic has increased 24% on the 566 since, again, to the minister. Why aren't you listening to the engineers? Can't you see this is a huge safety issue?
Honourable Minister.
Well, again, Mr. Speaker, without knowing all the details, it's hard to comment. But, Mr. Speaker, I don't think the citizens of Alberta should pay for a developer to improve access to his establishment that he's going to make money on it. Mr. Speaker, the municipality approves development permits and asks the developer to pay for the improvements needed to access his site.
Final supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, we're talking about 2 provincial highways here. Traffic often backs up, in fact, on the QE2, on the overpass, all the way to the highway. Now, given that traffic is coming to a screeching halt on a major highway, and given that even the RCMP are raising concerns about this, will you commit to putting this project back on the priority list where it belongs in the interest of public safety before it's too late?
Honourable Minister.
Well, again, Mr. Speaker, it's up to the municipality. If a development has increased the amount of traffic in the area, it's up to the developer to improve the highway, even if it is a provincial highway, Mr. Speaker. That's a cost of doing business. The rest of the taxpayers of Alberta shouldn't upfront the cost of that business to make a profit, Mr. Speaker.